Right, listen to this. I've got 3 massive Celtic stories lined up for you today. And trust me, the last one is the one you cannae miss. From transfer twists to boardroom secrets, it's all heating up at Parkhead and I'll break it down for you with no holding back. Stay with me right to the end because that final update could change everything. Hit that subscribe button so we can smash our 500 subscriber target and get this Celtic news to every fan around the world. Let's smash this together. Every single sub counts. Hit that button and be part of the Celtic family. Let's show the blue side who really runs Glasgow. Right, so here we go again, and this one's bound to split opinion. You've got folk talking about a potential return for Odsonne Edouard, the big man who lit up Paradise not so long ago. And before you get too excited, let me tell you what's really happening inside the Celtic boardroom. Now, the transfer fee, peanuts. 3.4 million quid for a player like Edouard. That's nothing for a club our size. The problem's not the fee, it's the wages. The word coming out of Parkhead is crystal clear. The board will need smash the wage structure for anyone, not even a lad, who's already proven himself in the hoops. 50 grand a week, that's the number being floated. And listen, when you think about it, that's actually not outrageous for a proven goal scorer at this level, but the suits upstairs are terrified of upsetting the balance in the dressing room. They reckon if one player's pocketing that much more than the rest, you'll end up with unrest, bad feelings, maybe even a bit of division. Now, I get where they're coming from, but here's the thing. Sometimes you need to push the boat out. Success costs money, and if you're not prepared to invest properly in quality, you end up with 4 project signing that might never deliver instead of 1 guaranteed talent who's already done the business for you. And tell me this, do you honestly think the Rangers wouldn't throw daft wages at a player like Edouard if they could? They'd sell their granny for a striker of that caliber. Meanwhile, we're sitting debating wage caps like it's the 1990s. So here's the question for you. Would you break the wage structure to bring Eddie back, knowing what he can do in a Celtic shirt? Or are you happy watching the board save pennies while we take gambles on projects that might never come good? Hit like, hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's jai at schnai, I it loudy till we hit 500 mad Celtic dafts. Here we go again. Another name linked, another one slipping away. Michel-Ange Balikwisha, the Antwerp winger who had folk buzzing, is now officially a non-starter. 4 to 5 million quid they were wanting, which, let's be honest, for a lad his age and with his talent, could have been a decent punt. But with the clock ticking and the Champions League playoff against Kairat Almaty breathing down our necks, there's no time for dragging heels. Rodgers can only bring in 2 new faces for that tie, and they've got to be signed, sealed, and registered by Tuesday night. That's brutal pressure, and it means there's just no room to waste days haggling with Antwerp, who clearly weren't for budging anyway. Mark Hendry's already come out and said it. Balikwisha was always a long shot, and now it's dead in the water. So where does that leave us? Time's running out faster than the Rangers' excuses after another bottle job in Europe. We need fresh blood, we need it now, and it has to be players who can actually make a difference straight away. And this is the part that gets under my skin. We all know how massive these Champions League games are, not just for bragging rights, but for the money, the prestige, the whole lot. If the board sits on its hands now, we could pay for it big time. So here's my question for you. Would you rather the club just pay that 4 to 5 million for someone like Balikwisha and get it done? Or do you back the board for playing it safe and risking we go into Europe undercooked again? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's jai it. And the loldy till we hit 500 mad Celtic dafts. Right, let's talk about Jakob Breum, a name that's been floating around the Celtic headlines all summer, but now it's starting to feel like another case of smoke without fire. We've put 3 bids in, The last one just over 3 million quid, but the go-ahead Eagles are standing firm, demanding at least 6.5 million. And to make it worse, Odense, his old club, are due a 25% cut, which bumps the cost up even further. Now, here's the thing. Breum's a classy player. Denmark under 21, creative, quick, could really add something different to our attack. But the board's looking at that price tag and going, nah, we're not breaking the piggy bank for this one. And honestly, it's starting to look like another transfer saga that drags on only for us to walk away in the end. Mark Hendry even summed it up perfectly. Jakob Breum is admired, but Celtic won't open the wallet. Go figure. That's it in a nutshell, isn't it? We want him, but not enough to go toe-to-toe with their demands. I get it. The club's cautious, always watching the wage structure and the transfer budget like it's sacred. But at what point does being careful just turn into being timid? Champions League qualifiers are right here, and we're still playing penny-pinching games instead of backing Rodgers with the players he clearly wants. So let me throw this one at you. Would you rather the club finally dig deep and spend the big money on a proven talent like Breum, even if it stretches the budget, or do you think we're right to keep playing it safe and avoid overpaying? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's GI it. Loyalty till we hit 500 mad Celtic dafts.